Hello and thanks for clicking on the video. 60 Minute Gamer is a channel usually offering a look into video games, but by some odd chance I did a video last week on Bad Penny Pinball, which is a pinball arcade in St. Paul, Minnesota. I had a blast, and that is how I kicked off my new year. Then a couple days later, in my own hometown of Austin, Minnesota, we got our own pinball arcade. It is located right in downtown Austin, Minnesota on Main Street, and it is called Main Street Pinball. I got my butt down there to make sure I got to see it firsthand on its opening night, and they did not disappoint. They had some nice machines there. There were about 5 modern pinball machines and 20 classics from the past. They also had a few video game cabinets as well. Right now they will be open on Friday from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. and Saturdays from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. So if you are in the local area and want to play some pinball, this is a premier location to come and play some pinball. I actually saw a social media post from a group that came from Rochester to Austin to play, and they thought it was well worth the trip from Roch to Austin to play at Main Street Pinball. You never hear that. It's usually everyone from Austin going to Roch and never the opposite. Congratulations to Main Street Pinball for that glowing post. And what it's going to cost you to play is $10 per person. That is great value when you go to one of these modern pinball arcades. It could cost you, up to $1 to play. That's 4 quarters. Back in my days, playing at my arcade growing up, I would drop 1 or 2 quarters in a pinball machine. That was back in the 80s. When you run that through the US inflation calculator, a quarter is 95.75 cents in today's money. So $1 is a good deal to play some pinball. You're going to pay $10 at Main Street Pinball and you can play all you want. Every machine is set to free play. You will get a wristband for the day, and if you want, you can take a break. You can head on down to Main Street to George's or Steve's Pizza or even Piggy Blues, which is all in walking distance. Heck, right next door is El Mariachi's too. There are several bar and grills located in the downtown area, or you can drive on out to Applebee's and come right back later and play a little more pinball. They do have snacks and drinks available right there for purchase, so if you get thirsty or hungry, you can just grab one from them right there if you want without even leaving the arcade. These pinball machines are locally owned by 4 collectors in the area, and this is a way that they can share their love for pinball with the community. Pinball is such a fun game, and I have recently re-sparked a passion for it, and I have a freaking blast playing pinball. Opening night was such a great night of playing and people watching. It was so fun to see friends and families of all ages enjoying games together. Main Street Pinball also has a retro video game store in the front as you walk in. They have anything from Atari 2600 games to PS4 games. They also had some consoles there as well. Their prices seem to be right along with price charting prices, and I don't really mind that as long as it helps keep their lights on. I'm always looking for a good deal on a video game, anything new for my collection, but I can't emphasize enough how great this is on having our own locally owned pinball arcade in Austin, Minnesota. And about 5 years ago, I went to my very first Midwest Gaming Classic, and I really enjoyed it. And I went for the video games. I'm going to be honest. I went for the video games. That's what I'm into. That's what I am doing this YouTube channel for. And what I found there as well was these pinball machines. And there was tons of people that just were passionate about pinball. All the big names in pinball were there. It was neat to see. These pinball machines were for sale on that floor, and they went from anywhere from $8,000 to $12,000. And as I was leaving to go get something to eat, I thought, who in their right mind is going to come to a video game convention and spend $8,000 to $12,000 on a pinball machine? And I went out to eat, and I came back, and as I walked the floor, every flippin' pinball machine had a sold sign on the top of their toppers. People were buying pinball machines. It was just unreal to me. But as I started playing pinball, I played the Godzilla, which premiered there, and made my way over to the Mandalorian by Stern, and I was playing as much pinball as I was playing video games, and I was having a blast. So get out, visit Main Street Pinball, and enjoy some pinball.